Okay, so I had to make that a part 1. That's fine. I'll just make this part 2. Some of y'all need shorter videos anyway, but I need to upload what I was saying because it's important. But we're going to continue in this part 2 about how some of these women are arrogant. Don't get it twisted. Some of them are arrogant because they want to be men. Some of them are feminine, but yet they arrogant. They think they better than you. They think you don't deserve them. This is why we talk about this, man. You got to be willing to dump these chicks, man. Don't let them do you like that. But where I left off at is a lot of these women, they don't even like the guys they go for. They just trying to compete with other women. Because if it was about how they get treated, then they would be a whole lot more lenient, wouldn't they? They would be a whole lot more lenient. They'll be a whole lot more approachable. Some of these women, you'll say something to them, they won't even respond. I mean, if you're not interested, just say that. Like, hey, nah, some of them good about it. Some of them will say it. But a lot of them don't be giving guys the time of day, and then they'll get on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, X, all these platforms, and talk about how single they are, how they don't want to be single. But you just walk past 3 guys. So you want the NFL player, but so does the other 300,000 women. He got a game. He got money to make. He don't got time to be worried about y'all all day. So it's going to leave a lot of y'all out in the cold and stranded, trying to get with the rich guy. The rich guy don't listen. Every man has his type. But the fact of the matter is, the rich guy, most of y'all is not his type. Especially, I don't mean this in the put down, but especially a black woman with kids. Why am I saying this? Because y'all have more of a stereotype on y'all. Now, a lot of dudes won't even mess with a white white single mother. But when you was opening up and you was, for them dudes, and he bust off in you, made them babies, your value plummeted. So, but your arrogance didn't. Y'all big girl be like, so what's up with so-and-so? Girl, shake their head. Be like, what's wrong with him? He a good man. He blah, 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 blah. She don't want no good man. She want a bad man. Some of these women are literally settle for dudes that can't stay out of prison over the good dude that actually liked it them. And it's too late now for a lot of y'all because they watching me, they watching other content creators, and they know, look, the friend zone is the end zone. That's a saying that I coined. Friend zone is the end zone. Nobody got time. I don't got time to be friend. I don't. If I try to shoot my shot at somebody and they talking that friend stuff, I bet you I won't do it again. And neither should you. Neither should y'all guys that will see this video. But these women, man, they arrogant, man. Like, y'all work with some of them. Y'all ever seen a chick at work that just thinks she's so fine? And some of them is all right. Like, it was this one where I used to work at. She was an attractive woman. But one day, they didn't think I was paying attention to their conversation. One day, we was all walking out, and I heard their conversation, and I'm like, man, that's how she think? Like, that's how she think. Like, looking like that, but that's how she think. It like made her looks drop off. I might have told y'all about this. So we walking out, and they arguing about who got the fattest ass. Don't get me wrong, they was friends. So they was having friend conversations, but I was listening because I was right with them. Like, we all walking out at the same time, finna go to our cars and go home. And I guess they was like making pornography, because she said, yeah, I saw your little video. You wasn't even throwing it back right and all. I said, wow. I said, man, that's crazy. But that's the way it is now. You can't go by looks necessarily, because these women will set you up and will burn you up. What do I mean by burn you up? You already know what I mean, man. I'm talking about them Sam Tom Davids. Yep. Who wants that? Who wants them Susie Tamika Darnicious STDs? Man, it's crazy. It is crazy out here. But y'all dudes, y'all go by how she look and how she smell, and you gonna take that rubber off, and you gonna be pissing out razor blades. You gonna feel like the inside of your wang dang doozy done slid down some razor blades. It's not worth it. You could jag. Your hands clean, you ain't gonna catch nothing from your hands. But who keeping score on you, man? If you wanna catch STDs, go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, when you take a rubber off, right? What's the purpose? Besides, you say, well, I want to feel every bit of it. Okay. But guess what? You wanting to feel every bit of it, you putting yourself at risk to have kids. And we talk about this all the time. They don't always act the same after you put babies in them, man. I'm telling you, they rarely do. Like, most of them, I think one of the things that be messing them up mentally is babies. So, I mean, are you just trying to have kids? Because if that stuff get to feeling good to you, you might make a dumb decision and be like, I ain't coming now. Oh, trying to cream pie. This ain't no, hey man, listen, this ain't no Hostess factory, man. Your name ain't Hostess, man. So why you trying to cream pie? Now, no matter what your status is as a man, you want to get your status up. I want to get my status up. We just should. You should, like, for a number of reasons, man. For one, you should want somebody to be jealous of you, because that's like one of the symbols of success is when people are jealous. You ought to want somebody to show you that status-based respect. You know, but you don't do it just for that. You do it for yourself. You get that money for yourself. You get that stuff for yourself. But these modern women are very, very, very arrogant, conceited, stuck up. And the ones that ain't stuck up, they're a little too loose. They're a little too friendly. That's why they running the numbers up. So you gotta know this, man. I was just talking to somebody earlier, and I was telling them that no matter what, you supposed to deal with these women from a position of strength. They need that. All they could do is say no. All they could do, yeah, they block you, so what? You ain't missing nothing. If a chick block you, you ain't missing nothing. Only way you want to know how you missing something, if a chick block you, if she the last one left. But she ain't, is she? Okay then, so you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. Y'all do, like I be hearing dudes talking about, you shouldn't cold approach and this. Man, it's different strokes for different folks, man. It just depend on who you dealing with. It depend on the situation and depend on the moment. You still got to know how to talk to them, whether you cold approach or not. Some people talking about, I ain't cold approaching no more. I am. Man, think about it. Okay, so everything that you do in life, when you have a little bit of failure, you gonna give up? That ain't how stuff's supposed to be, man. You shouldn't even want to have success with every woman you try to get with anyway, because that's gonna take away from your time and your productivity. Like, it's fine. I'm perfectly fine with striking positively striking and hitting the shot with a couple. Like, let's say I ain't gonna do it, but let's say I tried to holler at 20 chicks. I'm perfectly fine if I get somewhere with 2 or 3 of them. And you should be too. You know, because me personally, I think if your roster as a man, if you got more than 4 in your roster, you've been a little excessive. I mean, because think about it, you got to make time for your money. You got to make time to sleep, time for your own personal recreation that don't involve women. If you got like a 7, 8 in your roster, man, that's kind of, me personally, I would do the process of elimination. I ain't having that many, man. Nah. But a lot of time, y'all wife is arrogant. That's why she act like that. I mean, think about it. And I heard Jason Black say the same thing I said. He said 90%, which I say 95%. I believe that 95% of relationships that go bad is because of something with the woman. Either she broke it off, she did something, she said something, she didn't do something that kind of threw the relationship off. I think it's like 95%. Me personally. She broke up with him because he was talking to another chick. 95% of relationships that go bad. The other 5% is mental basket case pookies who don't know how to treat women anyways. That's what I think. But 95% is them somehow, for some reason, choosing to break off. Now, they do that because they arrogant. They refuse to share a man because they arrogant. They more like Jezebel than Sarah. Sarah was sharing Abraham, and so she got into it with Ishmael's mother. Was it Haggai, whatever her name was? And so Abraham made Ishmael's mother leave the camp. But Sarah was going along with it at first. It just somehow was happening between them. You know, they was cat fighting. A humble woman, if she got a good man, and y'all do need to stop lying to these women. Because when you lie to them, that's gonna make them want to break up with you. Some of them want to anyway. They just want to be slutty. They want more than one dude, just like you want more than one girl. But if you gonna be polygynous, you need to make that known and let them make their decision to keep dealing with you or not to deal with you. But don't be trying to be polygynous and yet you claiming and believing and saying you believe in monogamy. Like I told this one dude, I said, you talking about monogamy, but you watch porn. If you telling people to have one wife, then you shouldn't be watching porn. Then if your wife, the fact that he watching porn just says that his wife is not enough for him. And or that his wife ain't getting the job done. You know, but some dudes just regurgitate what they hear. They don't understand it. Like this same person is voting for Kamala Harris. Like he just, you know, a person can make their own decisions as an adult, but your decisions can be wrong too. So a lot of time these women in their arrogance, they don't want to do certain things during sex. Like their arrogance lead them to want to be married because they feel that somebody should be marrying them. Not because they want to be a wife, but because they think that they are more desirable and that somebody should be marrying them, like I said. So when they finally get married, now they talking about what they ain't gonna do. There's women out there that's refusing to give their husband some head. How are you married, refusing to do any sex act that he would want? You supposed to be doing all the things that he would want. You shouldn't be refusing anything that he will want. Even if he want to put it in your 4-letter 2 A's in it. If that's your husband, you should be giving him access. But these women in their arrogance, they think that you're supposed to gravitate to them. That's unbiblical. It's even unbiblical for a woman to even be arrogant and conceited. Remember what he said in 1 Peter? Let her adorning be not that, but the outward adorning of the braid in the hair and gold and all this. He said, but let it be of a meek and quiet spirit, which is great price to the Most High. So for a woman to be arrogant and conceited, that goes against what the Most High want her to be. But they are, y'all. They are. And that's why some of them will burn you. They'll give you the STDs that some dude done gave them and be like, oh, well, I didn't tell him to have sex with me. No, you knew you had that. You shouldn't have been doing it. That's him. He put himself at risk. Arrogance. The woman talking about she gonna leave her husband because he was texting. Like, I know somebody, a friend, a longtime friend told me, I don't know if he was telling me the whole truth, but he told me that his wife divorced him because she found out he was texting another woman. Now, he shouldn't have been doing it behind her back, but that's not no reason to break up your home. It's not. And he ended up getting married again. Like not even 3 years later. So yeah, man. These women is conceited, man. You better believe it. Arrogant, conceited, stuck up. When I deal with them, it ain't nothing they can tell me. They can't shape or reshape how I think and how I feel. I'ma do what I do. I'ma think what I think. You know, that's why I ain't no shame in mine. I see something I like, I might shoot. What she gonna do? Not respond? I know that's one of they moves, so I just won't say nothing else to her. Turn me down? I know that's another one of they moves. Who freaking cares? So, cause a couple chicks turn me down or ignore me, I'm gonna come on here and tell y'all, don't ever cold approach. No, that's just they loss. You gotta look at it like that. That's they loss. Like, if you make sure you work on being a good dude. And if they turn you down, that's they loss. That's they loss. Don't worry about it. But yes, they are very often arrogant. Don't ever feel sad if a woman don't respond to you. That's her loss. Don't say nothing else to her. Like I tell somebody, if you want to ask questions one time. That's it. Why you ain't call me? One time. If she do it again, don't keep calling her. Just don't call her no more. They be playing that game trying to get you wrapped around their finger. But you got to understand that you being wrapped around a chick finger is not going to benefit you at all. Her being wrapped around your finger is going to benefit you. Not you being wrapped around hers. Y'all got to learn how to humble these chicks, man. Sometimes it humbles them when everybody else paying attention to them. Like sometimes hey, listen. Sometimes you just can't help but say something. Like, I ain't gonna say, it's this one video I watched, and she, you know how people click on your stuff? She probably gonna click on my stuff. All them dudes was saying something, man. She did that on purpose, man. She knows what she did. Like, even on here, like, if you say something to a woman on YouTube and she don't respond, or she don't heart your comment or anything, or you see that she hearted the comment over yours, man, delete your comment. Just delete it. Because you leaving it up there, that's going to bring more attention to her. But anyway, I'm going to upload these videos. Probably make one more video when I get home. Stay tuned. Hit the like button. Support the channel if you have the means to do so. Remember, content by request is $1.99 unless I decide to do free ones, so on and so forth. I mean, I tried to make it as cheap as I could, but still be reasonable. Share the content, hit the like button, and we'll see y'all in the next video.